Working hard on something that doesn't move you? That's called stress. But working hard on something that lights your soul on fire? That's called passion. One of the biggest mistakes people make is believing their purpose comes from their job title. I've been an engineer for 20 years. I was a teacher my whole life. Then suddenly, retirement, layoffs, or change hits, and they feel empty, worthless, lost. Why? Because they tied their identity and purpose only to their work. Your purpose is not your job. It's not the title on your business card. It's not your MOS. It's not the task you punch in for every morning. Your purpose is bigger. It's the spark that lives inside you. And to find that spark and bring it to life, there are 5 powerful rules. Rule 1. Go after what you want. A friend and I once went for a run in Central Park. That day, the Road Runners Club was hosting a race. At the finish line, sponsors had set up tables with free bagels. I was excited. Let's grab a bagel, I told my friend. But he looked at the long line and said, nah, the line's too long. I said, but free bagel. He said, not worth waiting. That moment hit me hard. There are 2 kinds of people in this world. The ones who see what they want, and the ones who only see the obstacles standing in their way. I only saw the bagel. He only saw the line. The rule is simple. You can chase anything you want. Do it your way. Break old rules if you have to. Just never block someone else from chasing what they want. Rule 2. Own your mistakes. In the 18th century, Europe and America were plagued by something called childbed fever. Women would give birth, and within 48 hours, they'd be dead. For over a century, doctors searched for answers. Every morning, they performed autopsies on the women who died. Then, without washing their hands, they went straight to deliver more babies. The results? More death. In the mid-1800s, Oliver Wendell Holmes said it plain, doctors, you're the problem. But for 30 years, they laughed at him, ignored him, dismissed him, until one day, someone tried washing their hands and sterilizing their tools. And the deaths stopped. The lesson? Sometimes, you're the problem. Take all the credit you want for your wins, but you must also take accountability for your failures. You don't get one without the other. Rule 3. Take care of each other. The U.S. Navy SEALs are among the most elite warriors alive. A SEAL instructor was once asked, who makes it through training? What kind of man becomes a SEAL? He said, I can't tell you who makes it, but I can tell you who doesn't. The guys who show up flexing their muscles, eager to prove how tough they are. They don't make it. The self-appointed leaders who just bark orders and never get dirty. They don't make it. But the ones who survive, they might be skinny. They might be trembling in fear. Yet when they're exhausted, physically, mentally, emotionally drained, they dig deep and find strength, not for themselves, but to lift up the man next to them. That's who becomes a SEAL. If you want to thrive in this world, remember, it's not about how tough, smart, or fast you are. It's about how good you are at helping the person beside you. Because life is too brutal, too unpredictable, to go through alone. Ask for help. Accept help. Offer help. You'll discover people who've been waiting to lift you up. You just never let them. Rule 4. Be the last to speak. Nelson Mandela, one of the greatest leaders ever, was once asked, how did you learn to lead? He said that when he was a boy, he attended tribal council meetings with his father. And he remembered 2 things. The elders always sat in a circle. His father was always the last to speak. Being the last to speak is a skill. In boardrooms, even good leaders ruin it by saying, here's the problem. Here's my opinion. But I want to hear your thoughts. Too late. The room's already shaped by their opinion. When you hold back and let everyone else go first, 2 powerful things happen. People feel heard. They feel like their voice matters. And you gain the priceless advantage of listening to all perspectives before deciding. Don't nod when you agree. Don't shake your head when you don't. Just listen. Ask questions, seek to understand where they're coming from. Then, after everyone has spoken, only then share your voice. Rule 5. Stay humble. I once met a barista named Noah at the Four Seasons Hotel. He was incredible, fun, energetic, fully alive at work. I even tipped him 100%. So I asked him, do you love your job? Without hesitation, he said, I love it. I pressed him. Why? He explained, here, Managers checking on me all the time. They ask how I'm doing, if I need anything. Not just my manager, any manager. Then he added, I also work at Caesar's Palace. There, managers just wait to catch us doing something wrong. At Caesar's, I keep my head down and just get through the day. But here, I can be myself. That's leadership. It's not about getting the right people. It's about creating the right environment. The environment transforms people. Another lesson came from a former U.S. Undersecretary of Defense. He told a story. Last year, when I was still in office, I flew business class. At the airport, someone carried my bags. At the hotel, they checked me in. At the conference, they handed me coffee in a beautiful ceramic cup. This year, I flew coach, took a taxi, checked myself in. At the conference, I had to find the coffee machine myself, and I drank it from a styrofoam cup. The lesson, the ceramic cup was never for me. It was for the position. I only deserve the styrofoam cup. That's humility. That's gratitude. Be patient. I meet so many young, talented, hungry people fresh out of school. They tell me, I'm going to quit. I'm not making an impact. I ask, how long have you been there? They say, 8 months. They want the summit, but they don't want the mountain. Impact, fulfillment, love, joy, confidence, skills. These things don't come overnight. They take time, patience, and struggle. The climb will be slow. It will be hard. It will test you. But the only thing that matters is this. Do you have the will and the desire to keep going? To search for what ignites your soul and keep climbing no matter what? Because your purpose was never your job. Your purpose was never your title. Your purpose is the spark you carry inside. And once you find it, it can light up the world.